Okay, so today is Sunday. I've said this 3 other times. This is the 4-parter, last of the 4. Today is Sunday the 1st, and I will tell you about the culmination of my weekend, and it's not even... What time is it? Make sure I turn the sound off of this. It is 1 o'clock. It is 1 o'clock. And the day's not even over. Sorry. Okay. So this weekend sucked. Some good things in there. Some really horrible things. And main thing, car. Car in shop. Car no longer working. Needing ride to church. So I text one of the girls from subgroup. Some of you might have seen a Facebook status I put up from the last time I wasn't able to go to church, and I put it up, and then they wrote on my wall, "Hey, if you ever need a ride, text me, and I'll see what and I'll get you one." Our church has 4 campuses, I think, just 4. And I go to one, and she goes to another usually. So, and I didn't remember this, but then I asked her. I was, texted her. I was like, "Hey, I don't know if you remember this, but I was just gonna call you out if you still were able to do this. I wouldn't be asking otherwise. Blah blah blah." She tells me that she's serving and has to go in early. Is that okay? So I am ready to go. 7:15, maybe 7. I don't think I was late. I think I was ready to go at 7:15. And we got to church at 7:30. And she didn't let me stay still. Some people, if they go into church early, they have to do service ministry or something like that. They'll tell whoever it was that they brought with them, "Hey, yeah, stick with me. We'll do whatever. I know that I have to do work, or you sit down here and read your book or something for a little while, and then maybe we can do something later, blah, blah, blah." No, she was not having it. We show up, walks over to the coffee ministry team, says, "Is this coffee ministry?" They say, "Yeah." "We got your girl right here," and points at me. Okay. And then they're like, "Really? Awesome! We got another girl for coffee team." This is one of the first churches I've ever been to. First of all, where they don't ask questions about who works with them at the beginning. And second of all, that don't just set up hot coffee. Like, this is not just hot coffee. This is cold press, dip brew, drip brew. It's got a little thing. I don't know what the name of it is. It's this little kind of a column, like a dripper where you put the. It's like a coffee maker, but no electric coffee maker. It's like you are the one pouring the water into the coffee. So it is the same idea as a drip brew, but it is manual. They do this at the coffee place I've been to, that I'm working at, and so I knew exactly what I was doing, which is so cool. We were making iced coffee. We had the cold press. We had the coffee that had been brewing all night. Real coffee team. It was so cool. I helped them set up, and then my friend brought me, and then my friend was like, "Okay, stealing you. We're going over to the coffee shop," and where I'm working is a chain, so it was the same chain. And she was like, I don't know if you're sick of your store already, but you're coming with me. I'm stealing you. So I had already set up, met the coffee ministry team, made friends, all that stuff, and then she takes me away. So we're gone for like a half an hour. Her brother and one of the girls that they serve with were there. He paid for our drinks. Not even gonna tell, but and that was so nice. It was so nice. Just being treated like that, so sweet. And then, and then we went back to church, and I served with the team some more. I served till the end of service. I talked to them about GPS systems and joked with them, and we talked about school and work and life and marriage and babies and everything, and where I moved from and how I grew up and how I usually go to another campus, but one of my friends drove me over here because my car broke down, and just everything. And then there was another group that was sitting down that they, different service teams, during service, they don't go into service because they still have stuff to do, like they do it on laptops, or they just don't need to go in. They've seen the service, or they'll go into the second one because they're actually working the second one because they're pastoral group. So it's, they don't really need to be inside. So they were like sitting kind of across from us, and one of the guys, he comes over to the table, and he had been getting coffee like 4 times. I think I made him 3 drinks, 3 iced coffees, and just talking to him, and the pastor even came over, which was really, really cool, and we all like, culmination of us, we all made his own little iced cup of coffee, and we were all so excited. We were like, okay, we have to make it perfect. Okay, do this, do that. He likes this. Let's make him a French vanilla thing, and which I learned. French vanilla is 1 part hazelnut and 1 part vanilla. If you don't have the French vanilla coffee syrup, get hazelnut and vanilla and just mix 1 part of each, and that is French vanilla. So that is a wonderful little fact for you if you like to do stuff like that by yourself, or if you're at some place where they let you add stuff in. That is a wonderful thing to know. And he loved it, and we told him it was a group effort, and I was just so like, while we were making it, I was just smiling. I was like the one stirring it up and stuff, and I was like, I love how you guys are acting, where it's just like, we have to make this perfect, and like, we do, and like, like they want to make something perfect for the person that they respect. This is their pastor. They respect them. A lot of people, they have a very political side when it comes to pastors and deacons, and there's no father of the church, stuff like that. Like, our father is Jesus. And then if you even call people a pastor, then you're being like, what is it? You're like bowing down to an idol because they get very, very cruel. But we have pastors and deacons. The Bible had apostles and deacons and other things like that, people that you would listen to and learn from, and you respect them. They are your teacher. They are the person that is giving you God's word. They are helping you understand. They're helping you cultivate your own relationship with God. You respect that person. I don't care what you call them. You respect that person. And the fact that these 5 people just went into making this little 6-ounce cup of coffee for this guy, it was really sweet. And I and I loved it. But but continuing, uh, one of the guys, he had just shown him the new design for the coffee industry. Like, they had made a logo for it, and he shows me the logo on his laptop, and he's using Photoshop and this type font that I recognized right off the bat. I was like, wait, I just uploaded that one. That one's, this one. Like, I was just about to say it, and he filled it in for me. I was like, yes, I love that. It's got seven different like directions, and he was like, it does. And he just looks at me, he's like, wait, you're in graphic design? And I'm like, yeah. And so we get into this great conversation of what I like to do and what he does and what he likes and what his girlfriend does and how me and his girlfriend have the same aspect. We both want to be into book design, and I have friends in the creative industry already that I'm going to try to talk to for them, and like just everything, just being around people that love Christ and love people and respect their pastor and love where they are and are trying to be more and are passionate about design and about what they really want. And even if they don't know exactly what they want, as soon as they see it, they've got it and they go for it, and they and it's not just about it. It's not just one thing. It's all the balance of who they are in Christ and the church and in work and in school, and having people that loved what I love, loving design, loving coffee, loving people, loving pastors, loving church, loving ministry, loving volunteering. So many people, they expect to be. I freaked out when I found out that I got paid for working in children care at one church. I was like, I get paid for this? Like, some people expect that. I don't think that you should expect that. I think that it is a blessing that should be cherished. But if you're working in a ministry in church, do not expect to get paid. If you expect to get paid, I want to like slap you upside the head. You're doing a service to Christ, and you can still, whether you get paid or not, you can still put that on a resume. I put maybe 6 things that I've volunteered for on a resume, and that's how I got my first job. Like, as long as you have people that you've worked with and you can tell them, yeah, I worked here for this long, I did this, I did that. They don't need to know that you got that you got paid or not. That's a service, and they know that you are so passionate about it that you did it for free. So, but being around that wonderful atmosphere and the bittersweetness of knowing that if I hadn't had all this car trouble, I would never have gone to that campus. I would have never met those people. They would have never met me. Never is a strong word, so maybe not just today. Like, I would not have met them today. I would have gone to another campus. I would have met different people. The friend of mine that took me and brought me back, she is going to Africa for 2 weeks. I would not have had this opportunity again until the end of the month, my birthday, just to go to the same church as her. So many things that if all these negative things hadn't happened, today wouldn't have happened. Today would have been nothing. If I hadn't have gone to that subgroup, I would never have met her because she went to another church place. If I hadn't have posted that picture of me on Facebook and said, I couldn't go to church today, this is what I was going to wear, whatever, she would have never have said, hey, babe, just call me up and, ask me for a ride, that would have never happened. And even working there today, one of the ladies on the coffee ministry, she was like, I live right near you. I can pick you up. I'm going to be picked up to church for I don't know how long now, because she offered me a ride, her and her husband. And so they'll be picking me up, and I can serve with them and love on them and go to the same campus and meet wonderful people and talk to them about the things I love and the God I love. And today was wonderful, and it's not even over yet. So I love you.